Hey guys, it's Quadix here. Today we'll be doing what if shoot I messed this up 4 times. Okay, you've seen the title, okay, you probably know what we're doing. Alright. Um so this is a new format I'm gonna be trying, like I said in my last video, which was what if Naruto was Madara's grandson. That hasn't really been getting a lot of support. Same with this one. So if you like these, I'm definitely gonna need you to like and comment down below. If you don't have any comments, just comment down cute, okay? That helps the algorithm, and it helps it get to 100 views faster, which is when I'm gonna be uploading the next part. I know I haven't uploaded this even though it has like 140 views. First of all, it got there really slowly. Second of all, I was lazy. I had school. Now I don't. Well, for the break. But I'm less lazy and I'm uploading multiple videos a day, so I'm definitely gonna be able to have time to upload this when it gets 100 views. Also, go check out what if Naruto got banished. Get that to 16 likes if you want the next part today. And yeah, let's get into the story. I guess I was gonna say roll the intro again, but the intro has already been rolled. Okay, so a little bit of background to the story, because I stopped at an awkward spot. Naruto is in the library with Shiho, who is a librarian, I guess, and he's trying to learn new techniques and stuff before the ceremony, or I think it's before he gets into the teams anyways. Yeah, Naruto just made shadow clones to help her look for books while he's already reading books. So she's surprised, and this is where we're gonna get into it. She just stared at them in disbelief before poking the one closest to her. They're all real? That move must be so complex. What is he doing here then? He must be a genius or something. The clothes all blushed in embarrassment. Actually, we were the dead last this year, but that doesn't mean anything. Shio nodded. Not if this jutsu you have here was anything to say about it. Now, come on, let's go find the real Uzumaki-kun, his scrolls. Naruto simply read along with his clones, and Shio went searching through the place for what he asked for. He promised her he would read this, and she was a nice enough girl. He didn't want to upset his new friend right after meeting her, just because he was too much of a blockhead to try and crack a book for once. A ninja style is an approach to combat that makes use of that ninja strength and talents. In the It then proceeded to give off a list, different catalog styles, and direct page numbers to skip to. Something Naruto was thankful for, as he didn't want to read the whole thing if he found something he liked. Long range, mid range, and close range style. Remembering how Tenten fought, he flipped to the section on long range. Marksman. That sounds like her, alright. Marksman, a style more suited for support than for direct attack. It is most useful in events of surprise attack to take down multiple foes before they can react, weakening an enemy's defense and diverting their attention away from the main attack. A marksman's best bet in a fight is to stay at a distance from an opponent to keep off the enemy's range and safely bombard them with an accurate attacks. Good reflexes and impeccable hand-eye coordinations are the hallmark of a good marksman. Marksmen are usually weak against wind-type ninjutsu, as their weapons must fly through the air to reach the target. Naruto sighed. Man, only if I just had wind style, or even who, or even knew how to be one. Then not. Oh shoot. No. What are you doing? Shoot. Okay, so I think my computer crashed. How the hell does a computer crash from reading? Like, there's no games running in the background or anything, okay? You know what? I'm gonna talk through this whole thing. Skip like a couple, like, the arrow, they're like the right arrow, or if you're watching this on phone, double tap the right side of the screen. It skips five 5 to 10 seconds, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. You could do that a couple of times. My computer is restarting right now. It's like, actually, it's not. Well, it's not restarting. And we are back. Now, just to find the spot we left off is right there, maybe. Naruto side, we're back. Okay, actually, we read that. Then Tenten would have been done for. He laughed to himself at the thought of Chibi Tenten throwing stuff at him and Naruto just lifting one hand and blowing it away like paper. Boss life. He kept reading through styles such as puppeteering, which sounded cool, but they were all from Sonogekure, and Naruto couldn't find that place in an unlabeled map, let alone actually know someone from there, so no dice whatsoever. He read about Sensor Ninja, a type of ninja able to detect the presence of others through their chakra. He was pretty new to that as he couldn't really use chakra echolocation due to far enough for it to be effective enough to call him a proper sensor yet. He eventually lost himself in the book, jumping around and reading parts that he found cool enough to pay attention to. For the better part of an hour, Uzumaki-kun, Shio ran back to his table with a scroll in hand. I found the scrolls you were looking for. She placed 3 scrolls on the table. This is what me and your clones worked out as what you might like to use best. Naruto looked up from his book. Oh, I know. Shio looked at him strangely. How would you know? You were here the whole time. Why would you possibly know what I have done with your clones? The thought caused Naruto to pause. Why did he know that? He remembered doing stuff with Shio before climbing the bookcases to grab the scrolls at the top and almost tipping over and Shio screaming causing him to lose balance and fall. That was what jumped into his head about 2 minutes ago. Shio had a thought. I'll be right back, Uzumaki-kun. So you saw how smooth that was? My man just figured out the Shadow Clone secret by himself, bro. Well, Shio didn't know it, okay? So I'm gonna say it by himself, baby. Naruto's big brain. Alright, no, he's not. This cap. No, okay, this is like why I find this story interesting. Like, it makes sense and it's well written, and I like the story. I like where it goes too, especially the shit with Ino. It's just fire. Anyways, but have I said that this is my favorite fucking what if? Shoot. I've lost myself, like, I have lost my place so many times. I just found it, but I don't want to read it. But I'm gonna read it. I'm sorry. While Shio left to head back into the archive, Naruto looked over what she had left. 3 skulls. Softfoot, long blade hand, and sticky fist. Sticky fist. Softwood was out almost immediately when Naruto read it. Not only did the name turn him off as it made him sound like a ballerina, it didn't seem like his kind of style. It revolved around using your legs for finds and neglecting the use of your hands to deal damage in exchange for kicks. The hands were never used even when it came to blocking. Head movement and simply being elusive were the taught defense of the style. It required good coordination and fast feet. Naruto didn't even know how to train to get fast feet, and he tripped on his own feet walking down the street from time to time. He was not coordinated, okay? Man, I'm not coordinated. I can't talk. Long blade hand was a cool concept, but the practice turned Naruto off from learning it. It required you to build up the hardness of the tips of your fingers and the knife edge of your hand for powerful chops and straight hand thrusts that could be shoved through an opponent. It sounded cool in practice, but the training to get your hands that strong in the first place, however, was to repeatedly break your fingertips and pinky side of your hand enough times while learning the strikes that the bones would calcify and harden over time to increase the hardness. The only good thing about that slide to Naruto was he wouldn't have to drink more milk. He would have to drink more. Let's yeah no, soft foot and long blade are not it. Okay. The last slide he looked. The last style hooked him in. Sticky fist. That's a hilarious name. Went right along with what he had caught notice of in an Academy Taijutsu textbook of advanced crippling. It's basically combat on what to do after you're trapped in a limb on your after you trapped a limb on your opponent. After grabbing an enemy's arm or leg, you would either pull them in or divertly shockingly powerful punches, forearm and elbow strikes, knees, shoulders, shots, heads, butts, and short joint attacks powered by physics, strength, and momentum to disable your opponent and keep them close or keep them literally at arm's reach and pick apart their pin defense with fast looping kicks. It was also the simplest to train. All it required was someone willing to take a beating in order to learn it. Nuisance due to how close one had to remain to an opponent to launch attacks and willing partners to be training dummies. Naruto had enough abundance of both as this fits the best with his attack. 3 to give 1. Brawling style and he had Kage Bunshin to beat on for as long as he needed. Naruto hit it snap up immediately. Shiotan, what was that all about? You've got to be joking, he cried. He left his book and scrolls on the table and rushed through the archives to find Shiho, standing with a smile on her face. Naruto dropped to his knees in front of her. Please tell me you're joking, Shio-chan. I can't afford that. Shiho was fighting hard to keep from laughing out loud. I can't afford a 30,000 Ryo fee for library use. Shio broke down and started laughing. I'm sorry, Uzumaki-kun, it was a joke, but it did end up proving my theory right. How do you know I said that? I was all the way here. You told my clone, didn't you? Naruto said plainly as if it was unimportant. Oh, never mind. He didn't figure out the shadow clone secret. Shio just stood there counting the seconds until it hit him what he had just said and realizing that him being his years dead last might not be so unfound. Wait, you told my clone. How did I know about it? Shh. Shio said, trying to settle him down. By the way, the was all me, alright? That's not in the story, but the shh was in the story. I don't know, but you obviously get your clone's memories after they dispel. Do you know what this means? Naruto shook his head and a shine reflected off the girl's glasses. Bro, the glasses shine is just evil. There's no good. Well, actually, no. There was this one detective anime. Comment down below if you know it, where the kid would. It's a. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Okay. I don't know, but okay, I read that. You could read like 7 books at once as long as you use your clones and still get the information they get from it. Naruto's face lit up. So I can make my clones read those books while I train and do actual cool stuff? Shio nodded. Yada! Shh! The sounds of others audibly shushing Naruto erupted from all around the library, breaking Shio into a mess of giggles as Naruto apologized quietly. Make some more of those, Kagebunshin and Uzumaki-kun. There's so much you need to know before you become an active ninja. You won't be a dead last by the time I'm through with you. She grabbed onto Naruto's wrist and swiftly dragged him through different aisles, loading him up with books. He had to wonder what part of her wasn't conditioned to be a field ninja, because she was dragging him and half a dozen books around the place like they were weightless. Anyway, the chapter ends here. This is where Naruto's training to be not a shit ninja starts. and it goes very well. Yeah, I would like to continue this. I like the story, but like, I'm gonna need some support from you guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed and have a great day. I don't know what I'm doing.